What's up, guys? Stacy here from Becoming Financially Fit, and today we're going to be talking about an interesting subject. This video is going to be dedicated to all my small YouTubers out there because I myself am a small YouTuber. And I wanted to make this video because I just passed the 1 year mark on my channel. And it was a big accomplishment for me. Starting YouTube and making videos and creating content is something that I always wanted to do, but it's a lot harder than you think. So today I just wanted to make a video just to show you guys my progress of making 50 plus videos and still being a small YouTuber, and just, the struggles, trials, tribulations, things I've learned. So maybe it can help you guys out if you're thinking about starting a channel, or if you have a small YouTube channel as well and you're trying to grow that channel. So before we get into the content, just to give you guys some background about my channel, I make videos specifically around personal finance, financial literacy, savings, investing, and also entrepreneurship. So in a broad sense, my channel is really pretty much about finance and financial literacy and those type of topics. Throughout my journey, I started a podcast as well. So there's some videos about my podcast, which is Money Talks. So I'm kind of all over the place, but I'll get into that here in a little bit about finding your niche. But yeah, so let's get into the content. So like I said, I have been YouTubing consistently now for about a year. And in that time, I've uploaded a bunch. I've tried pretty much every strategy you can think of, uploading every single day, uploading once a week, uploading multiple times a week, uploading multiple times a day. And in total, throughout this past year, I've made a little over 50 videos so far. I made a few others, but I deleted them. I tried to start like a vlog at first, doing like a daily vlog just to see how that would go. Didn't go too well, like I said, so I deleted those videos. But yeah, so far, I've made 50 videos, and honestly, this entire time has been great. So currently I'm sitting at right around 370 subscribers, and when I look back at it, like, I had zero. So doing this for about a year, that means a subscriber a day, which is pretty cool to me to think that people are actually out there watching my videos and getting some value out of them, and people, are like the channel and like the content I'm putting out. But just to give you guys some background about what I did before starting a YouTube channel, I probably, like you guys out there, watched a million videos about how to start a YouTube channel. And then when I actually started a YouTube channel, it was going to be how to grow your YouTube channel, how to get your first 1,000 subscribers, how to get your first 100 subscribers. I watched every single video there was out there. And honestly, they were just saying the same things, just make videos, just make videos. But some things I've learned as a small YouTuber is that when you're just making videos and making videos, you don't have an audience, you don't have a niche, you don't have a brand or anything like that. And that's something that a lot of the YouTubers don't talk about. It's something that you really have to build up over the course of, let's say, a year, or some people are faster and they can do it in 6 months, or some people are longer and it might take them 5 years. But that's something a lot of people left out. They said, hey, just start making videos, start making videos. But I would say it's definitely good to have a plan, although that might shift. Like I said, like when I first started my channel, it was just about personal finance topics. Then I expanded it out to a podcast. Now I also have a blog. So honestly, I would say it's good to have a plan about your overall brand, the name of your channel, but it's not that important. Honestly, when you start to get into the videos and you start to find that area that you can actually have fun with and start and keep making videos, I think then you're going to see that that's really where you start to get those subscribers. And that's really how you grow your YouTube channel. Honestly, for me, it's just been finding things that I like to make. Like I said, I'm in the finance industry, so my whole channel is about personal finance and financial literacy. So those are the videos that I love to make. So when I was thinking about creating my channel, it was, how am I going to bring some of what I like to make into the YouTube space? I came to found out that there was a huge finance and personal finance, credit cards, investments, real estate, all of that was on YouTube, and people were making videos that I liked. So I would said, you know what, I want to make some videos like this because these are always things that I've talked about with my friends or my family, and they're things I do in my everyday job. So how could I not, want to make videos and get them out into the world? But we'll talk about what happens when you actually start to make these videos. So, as most small YouTubers know, or if you're just starting a channel and you start to put up some videos, you'll probably find this out pretty soon, is that YouTube does not like small YouTubers. I don't know what it is. It's probably because, they're a business, they like to make money, so they're going to promote what they want to promote. But what I've seen is your first couple of videos, and you may be an outlier, but for me, my first couple of videos got no views at all. Honestly, I think the only views they got were from myself watching it a couple times and maybe my friends and family. And even that, I was getting maybe 10 or 12 views. So when you first start out, don't get discouraged. Like, I would be on my laptop every single day, or the app, the YouTube Studio app, refreshing, and just to find out that there's no new views, and back to the drawing board. And this is probably, something that a lot of small YouTubers go through. You put a lot of time, you put a lot of effort into a video, you get the perfect thumbnail, the script is great, and everything is great. You put it out, no views. Honestly, that's the reality for small YouTubers. And once you get past the phase of just saying, you know what, I don't really care. If somebody's going to watch it, they're going to watch it. If not, I still had a great time putting out the video. I think that's when you start to make the growth and start to actually develop your channel into what you really want it to be, because people see that over time you're consistently putting out content that you like, not just the algorithm likes. And over time it starts to build, and that's really what happened to me when I started putting out these videos. Didn't get a lot of views, and then over time I just kept putting out videos. And over time, I started to see that, it went from 5 views to 30 views, or went from 30 views to 100 views. I remember the first time one of my videos got 100 views. I was so happy. I kept refreshing when it was on 99. But that was just one of my goals, to put out a video to hit 100 views. And then I remember the first time it hit 250. And then I remember I put out a video and it skyrocketed and it hit like 1,000 views. And I was like, wow, this is why I started YouTube. But that's just the journey of a small YouTuber, honestly. Like, when you're going through, you have very, very small goals. And it gets a little discouraging along the way, because you see these big YouTubers with thousands and thousands of subscribers, and they put out a video, and within a matter of hours, they have thousands of views. But they've been doing it for a long time. They put a lot of effort into their craft as well. So I won't knock them. But for small YouTubers, it's a little hard. And honestly, when you're getting started, it's going to be hard. Just face it, as a small YouTuber, unless you have promotion from a huge brand that's already established on YouTube, it's going to be hard. It's going to be rough. But honestly, after a year of YouTubing and making videos, that's probably the funnest part of the whole process, is just making those videos. And then one actually starts to get the views, and then you start to, roll in some subscribers. That's when it really becomes fun to me. And that's probably why I kept it up this whole time. So if you think about it, I want to say a little over 50 videos. So that's on average a video a week. Like I said, I average about a subscriber a day. So going from day 0, where I had 0 subscribers, 0 views, to where I am now, where I have honestly approaching 25,000 views, which is crazy to think about, and 370 subscribers. Like, I'm on my way, but I'm not there yet. So next, I want to talk about finding a niche. And this is something that, if you're watching videos about how to become a YouTuber or how to start a YouTube channel, this is something that you've probably seen. You have to find a niche. And not only do you have to find a niche, but you have to find a sub niche. And so what that really means is that my overall broad topic for my channel is finance. But finance is a broad topic. Do I want to talk about specifically credit cards? Do I want to talk about investing in rental properties? Do I want to talk about ATM business? Do I want to talk about real estate? Like, there are so many different types of sub niches. And then, for example, within real estate, it could be focusing on mortgages for first-time home buyers, or it could be focusing on rental properties or house hacking. Honestly, there's a bunch of different things out there, but myself personally, I kind of wanted to make my channel very broad. So I do have videos about, what is a mortgage, just explaining the basics, or what's a credit score, or a bunch of different videos out there that just talked about a lot of broad topics, like in general, what is financial literacy, what is credit. And honestly, I made those videos And I didn't really dive deep into a niche because those were the videos that, that I wanted to make. And a lot of people will come to the crossroads where they're saying, okay, I want to make a YouTube channel and I know the kind of content I want to make, but I know it's not going to get any views. And so you can either go one of two ways. You can start making videos that are going to get searched more or are going to get recommended more, or you can make videos that you like and you can stay consistent with it. So I went on the route with making videos that I loved. And honestly, it's been the best decision for me because now when I put out a video, I can make it about any topic that I want to. And whether it gets views or it doesn't, some of my views get recommended more than others. Like, I'm happy with that. And that's just something that I've came to love. I don't feel like I'm stuck in a particular box where I'm only making videos about a certain topic. But I was in that situation, and I'll kind of get into more detail and tell you guys about what happened and why I kind of got out of that space as well. So along this whole route of making videos in the finance space, I got on a topic about making videos about Robinhood. And you guys have probably seen videos about the Robinhood app, Robinhood investing, the card, and things like that. And when I started making videos about that, that was kind of the sub niche. So you have finance at the top, then you have investing, then it was a specific investing platform, and that platform was Robinhood. And I found that when I made videos about Robinhood, I don't know what it was, but YouTube recommended those videos more. I think that was one of the first videos where I got over 1,000 views, and I kept putting out those videos and kept putting out those videos. And literally, I just focused on Robinhood videos for about a month and a half, 2 months. And I saw that I would be getting hundreds of views on those videos specifically. And then I would try to throw in a video that talks about credit or financial literacy or something like that, and it would get like 30 or 50 views or something like that. And so I thought, you know what, that was going to be my niche. But I work in the finance industry, and I found out that that wasn't a topic that I could talk about. That wasn't an approved platform. So I had to close my account and pivot to another subject. And so that's where I kind of made the change between talking specifically about Robinhood videos to just broad finance in general, because I physically had to make the change. But I would say, like, when I was going through that process of making videos specifically focused on Robinhood, it was fun because not only was I making videos, but I was also investing and I was talking about a specific platform. But I noticed that anytime I made a video outside of that particular niche, it wasn't getting a lot of traction. So that's probably something that you're going to run into. But I would just say, if you're not in that situation where you want to make a video about a specific sub niche, then I think you'll be fine. Honestly, throughout this year of YouTubing, I found that just making videos you like, no matter what the views, like, you'll see that some of those videos will actually get some traction. They'll get recommended. People will like them because not only are you making the videos you like and you have some passion about it, but YouTube will see that, you know what, this person is consistently making videos. We're going to share it out. And if you're putting in the effort and the work it takes to make the video, about doing your research and putting it out there on either Facebook or LinkedIn or things like that, that somehow, some way, it's going to find the people that it needs to find, and your video will start to get some traction. So now, switching subjects a little bit, we're going to talk about gear. And this is an interesting topic when it comes to YouTube, because all of the top YouTubers say, hey, you know what, gear doesn't matter, just start recording. And they're right, but they're also wrong. Because when you're first starting out, and I'll just give you guys an example. When I first started out recording on my iPhone. And iPhones are great. They shoot HD, but it's not as good as a camera. So then I went from my iPhone to my laptop. And like I said, like, when I first started out, it was in my opinion that I just wanted to make videos. I just wanted to put out content. So by any means, I didn't have a camera at the time. I used my iPhone. Then I got to the point where I used my laptop. Then I got to the point where I actually saved up some money that I could purchase a camera. And my first camera was a Canon M50. And that's like the starter YouTuber camera that everyone probably uses or has seen a video about. So that's what I got. I made some videos on that. And honestly, it was a decent camera. It shot decent HD, but the video quality, like, when you try to, it says it's a 4K camera, but it really doesn't shoot in 4K with autofocus. And I YouTube and I shoot videos by myself, so I really wanted something that was going to autofocus and I didn't have to worry about it. I just hit the record button, I can go and do my content, and I would be done with it. The Canon M50 really wasn't a good option for me because I did want to shoot in 4K, but I couldn't because it didn't have autofocus. And then, like, the camera quality or the picture quality when I actually uploaded to YouTube wasn't good at all. And I don't know what that was or why it was, but I decided on saving up my money to a point where I could upgrade my gear and upgrade my mic. Because I think at the time I had the Rode Video Mic Go or something like that. And there was a hissing sound. So I kind of show you guys, like, some of my first videos were bad. But for me as a YouTuber, it didn't matter. It just mattered that I was putting out content. And when I say they were bad, like, sometimes we would go in and out of focus. You would hear a hissing noise in the background. There'd be background noise from my roommates. Like, there were all these different things going on. But like I said, I was just putting out videos because I love to do it. I then, like I said, saved up some money to purchase a Canon 90D, which is an amazing camera. I got the Sigma 18-35 lens, and I upgraded to the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus. And honestly, like, when they say gear doesn't matter, it really doesn't when you get to a certain point. And I think I'm really at that sweet spot of, I have a super nice camera that shoots 4K with autofocus. I have a great mic that picks up everything and it turns on and off by itself when I hit that record button. And the lens that I have, the Sigma 18-35, is amazing. Honestly, like, the picture is great. So when I upload my videos, they're all in 4K. They have excellent quality, and that's really going to be the sweet spot for me. I'll probably use this setup for a long time. I got some cheap cameras on Amazon as well. And honestly, like, when it really just comes to creating your YouTube channel, I would say gear doesn't matter. Just get started. But over time, if you want to increase the value of your videos and you actually want to make it look good and make the content that you have actually pop out and stand out from the others, I think at a certain point you do have to invest not only in your gear, but what I would like to think is investing in yourself, doing some research on what gear would, make your setup better. Some people might be good with the Canon M50, but I knew that for my setup and what I wanted to accomplish, I wanted to make 4K videos on all my content. I wanted to make it crispy with the lens, and I wanted the sound to sound amazing. So I upgraded, and honestly, I love the quality. I just throw it in, I edit it really quick, and it's been great for me. So I would say gear doesn't matter to a certain extent. If you're starting your channel, if you're a small YouTuber, use your iPhone. I would say, like, if you are really serious about starting a YouTube channel, just use your iPhone or just use your laptop, any type of camera that you have around. It really doesn't matter. But if you want to take your video and your YouTube channel to the next level, I would definitely say you will need to do some upgrades over time just to increase that quality. But now getting into some of the platform aspects of being a small YouTuber. So when you're a small YouTuber, you don't know anybody on YouTube. All you know are the huge YouTubers that make videos that get thousands of views, sometimes millions of views, and you're like, wow, I want to be like that person. When you start making videos, you'll come to find out that there is a community, and this is going to be a huge community of small YouTubers out there that are just getting started, and they're going through the same growing pains as you guys. So when I was first uploading my videos, and first starting to get some of those subscribers, I noticed that we were all making videos about some of the same topics. Like I said, when I was on that Robinhood kick, there was a huge population of YouTubers out there that are making videos about investing, that are making videos about Robinhood and the app, and what their stock portfolios were. And that's originally how I got a bunch of my first 100 subscribers. It was just people in that small YouTube community that I would subscribe to. They would subscribe to me. They would put out a piece of content. I would like it. I would comment on it. And then I would put something out and they would do the same thing. And that's really how I built my first base of 100 subscribers. And that was just a matter of going out, looking at the content I was putting out, seeing who my competition was, because essentially all small YouTubers are competing against each other in a certain niche. And not being that I didn't want to support them. It was, you know what, this person made a great video. I'm going to go like their video. I'm going to comment on it. And you would see that once you start getting into that point where you find that small group of YouTubers in your sub niche, they're going to be liking your videos. They're going to be commenting on your videos because they're in the same place as you. They might have a couple hundred more subscribers than you. They might have a few less than you, but honestly, you're all on that same trajectory and that same path and that same goal and mission of becoming a YouTuber, finally getting monetized on YouTube. And that's something that everybody in that small YouTuber community wants to do eventually, whether they say it or they don't. That's, really the goal for a lot of small YouTubers. They want to get monetized. So when I was going through that process, I saw that a lot of my loyal subscribers, people that would watch every single video that I was putting out, were in that community that I was engaging with. And when I say engaging, I mean subscribing to their channel, hitting the notification button. So anytime one of their videos popped up, I watched the full thing, I gave them a thumbs up, and I commented on the video. And when you start to go through this process and you do it to a bunch of different other YouTubers in your same space, you'll start to build your subscribers, and it'll start to go pretty quick. And this is something that a lot of people don't tell other YouTubers about building that base, is that engagement helps a YouTube video blow up. So it doesn't matter if it's on your video, it doesn't matter if it's on their video. If you're engaging with that person on a consistent basis and you're actually interested in their content, you don't just watch the first 30 seconds and comment, you watch the full video and you comment on their videos, they're going to actually start to recognize when you pop up on their comments, and they're going to start watching your videos and they're going to subscribe to your channel. So honestly, when I would say building my first 100 subscribers, that was it. Friends and family, they're going to give you the first 10 or 15, but after that, you're actually going to have to go out into that sub niche and that small YouTuber community and start to build some of these relationships. And these are people that I have talked to just about every day on social media platforms like Instagram or Facebook, and they're still out there grinding. They're making videos. Some people have passed 1,000 subscribers. Some people are, still grinding, putting out videos. But honestly, those are the people I talk to on a daily basis, a weekly basis. They're still putting out videos. I'm still putting out videos. And it's cool to kind of get on that same path and start to grow your YouTube channel, because people will support that. And they see that, you know what, I saw this person put out their first video and their second video, and now they're on their 50th video and they're still doing it, and they're getting bigger and they're starting to get some momentum. So that's what I would say, like, when you're first starting out, find that small YouTuber community, that sub niche, and start to engage with those users. And I guarantee you that those will be your base subscribers, and those are going to be the people that you can reach out to for help if you need it, or those are going to be the people that support you along your process of getting to that point where you have 1,000 subscribers. So now I'm going to talk about two things that I found to be super important when creating YouTube videos, and that's going to be your thumbnail and your description. Two things that I hate doing, but I know that anytime I do a great thumbnail, it's a fire thumbnail, I know it looks good, and I do a great description that's pretty detailed, those are going to be the things that help me out the most. And I've seen, just after doing this for a year, and taking my own sample size of 50 videos, I know that when I actually put some time and effort into making those video descriptions, super, super detailed, and putting out every detail in it, and then making my thumbnail an HD thumbnail that has graphics in it, that has my face in it, that has, some type of text in it. Those are the type of things that set your video apart from others. What I was doing at first is I would just upload a video. I would pick one of the three thumbnails that YouTube gave me. I would put it out there, and I saw that, like, just thinking about it, like, me personally, I wouldn't click on that. And so I had to get into the process of, you know what, I'm actually going to put some time and effort into both of these things. So what I did was I try to go out, and for every video, I make an HD thumbnail on Photoshop, and I try to make sure I put my face in it, make sure it's super crispy. Sometimes I'll put some text in it as well, just to make my thumbnail stand out, because honestly, and this is something I didn't talk about, but your title is also, it plays a big part in that as well. But your title, your thumbnail, and your description, those are going to be the things that are going to help you rank in search. They're going to help your video stand out when someone's just scrolling through either the app or online. And they're honestly going to help you get discovered more, because when you think about it, when you want to go see a YouTube video, you search for something, or you're just browsing down the home screen, you look for something that pops out. So when I actually started, and it's pretty cool when you actually get the hang of it, but you actually get the hang of the whole process. You make a video title that's searchable, but it also is not clickbait. Then you make your thumbnail that has to deal exactly with the subject you're talking about. It's crispy, it's HD, and it's something that you would click. And then you make your description, and your description not only reiterates what's in that thumbnail and that title, but it actually talks about every piece of content that you're talking about throughout the video. Once you start doing that, your videos are going to be looked up and searched more. They're going to be recommended more, and they're going to be suggested more, because YouTube is looking at all of these pieces of the puzzle and putting your video up against other videos that are doing well. And they're seeing that, let's say, for example, if I make a video about the Robinhood card, they're going to put me either after another Robinhood card video. They're going to rank me in search for Robinhood card, that subject. And then they're going to see that in my thumbnail, I have a video of a Robinhood card, and I actually have the text Robinhood in there. So those are just some small things that I learned along the way, but those are 3 important things. Honestly, you can make the best video ever, but if your description is lacking, if you don't have a good title, and if your thumbnail sucks, or if you're just using a default thumbnail, it's not gonna do good, especially for a small YouTuber. And honestly, as a small YouTuber, you need all the help you can get, because YouTube is doing everything it can to not recommend your videos. So you actually have to put in that extra work to get it to actually surface in either search or suggested, or just to get pushed out in the browse on the homepage as well. Another thing that helped me out along this process of starting up my YouTube channel was engaging. And like I said, I engaged with some of the people in the small YouTuber community in my niche group, but this is something that when you're actually just getting started, anytime someone leaves a comment on your video, make sure you respond to them, and don't just make it a small response. Make sure it's detailed. Ask them a question, see what they liked about the video, see what they didn't like, because I've seen that the more comments and engagement that I get on each video, the more views I get. So if someone drops a comment like, "Hey man, great video, I loved it, I like how you talk about X subject," you then respond like, "Hey, thanks for watching. I hope you're subscribed to the channel, because I'm going to be making more videos like this in the future. And also, what did you think about Y?" And they'll, either respond, or they'll be on the lookout for your next video, or they'll subscribe. And those are just things you can do. Honestly, it takes 5 seconds. It takes 10 seconds to respond to someone with a detailed comment, not only thanking them for watching your video, but also, encouraging them to subscribe to your channel, because when you're just getting started, you need all the help you can get. So don't be discouraged when you're asking people to subscribe to your channel. In the comments or anything like that, or asking them to drop a comment. And this is something I'll talk about as well. So not only do you want to respond to every comment, but in your videos, and this is a big thing, I almost forgot about it. In your videos, every video you create, you should be doing 2 things or 3 things. You should be asking people to subscribe to your channel multiple times. So what I do is I ask people to subscribe to my channel at the beginning of the video and also at the end of the video. You should ask people to like your video. I usually do this either in the middle, or I do this at the end as well. And then you should be asking people to comment on your video. And I usually try to throw this in at the middle, and I usually just pose a question. So for example, if I'm talking about like a Robinhood stock, and I'm talking about a couple different stocks, I'll usually ask someone, "Hey, what type of stocks do you guys have in your portfolio?" Or if I'm making a video about a home mortgage, I'll say, "Hey, who's been through the home mortgage buying or the home buying process, and what comments do you have for other viewers who are just getting on this process?" Those are 3 things that are going to boost your engagement. And you'll see that when you start throwing those into your videos, that's really when I started to see a pop in my subscriber count, is when I said, "Hey, subscribe to my channel. You're going to help me out a lot. Make sure you like this video." And immediately when I said that in that video, my subscribers, I think I got 15 to 20 subscribers from that video alone. And it was the first time that I explicitly called out subscribing to my channel. And then I would say, "Hey, what do you think about this particular subject? Drop a comment below." And I got more comments on that particular video. I think I got like 40 or 50 comments. Like, those are small things that people will never do unless your video is really good, or unless you ask him. And it might seem weird at first, but honestly, just say, "Hey, I really appreciate you guys watching my video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this in the future." Or just say, "Hey, like this video. It helps me out a lot," because it honestly does help small YouTubers out a lot. So those are just a couple things. I'm glad I didn't leave that out, because when I did it, it helped my channel out so much, especially growing that first 100 subscribers into what I have now today. But like I said, always ask for a subscribe. Always ask for a like, always ask for a comment, and you'll see some of those videos that you were just putting out that might only have a couple of views start to get a lot more engagement, and then that'll lead to a lot more subscribers in the future. But yeah, guys, honestly, this video is a lot longer than I thought it would be. But just this journey of, it's crazy to think about 1 year of being a quote unquote YouTuber, making 50 plus videos, getting 300 plus subscribers, over 20,000 views. Honestly, I've had an amazing time. I hope you guys who are just starting out on YouTube or thinking about starting out on YouTube are doing the same thing. Honestly, just get started. If you watch my videos that I created when I first started doing YouTube, they're terrible. Hopefully they've gotten better over time, but people seem to like the content that I'm putting out. But I have a question for you guys, and this is something I had to ask. If you guys are thinking about starting a YouTube channel, or if you started a YouTube channel and you're a small YouTuber, drop a comment below and let me know the type of content that you're putting out, or the type of channel you have, or even the type of channel that you want to start here in the future. Or if you have any questions about the entire process, honestly, I'm here to help. Like I said, I've met a lot of people on YouTube that are just getting started to people that are established and monetized. So if you guys have any questions, I'm always here to help. You can follow me or subscribe to the channel if you want to, but you can follow me also on Instagram at Becoming Financially Fit, or Facebook or Twitter or all those other things. But honestly, guys, this was my wrap up of 1 year as a YouTuber, and how I grew my channel from 0 subscribers and 0 views to over 370 subscribers and over 20,000 views. So guys, if you have any questions about anything I talked about, or if you want some clarification, make sure you drop a comment below. Like this video if you got some value out of it, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification to be updated anytime I post new content. See you guys soon.